Hi Fred, welcome to your free website review video. Thanks for requesting one. So the first thing you do is test the mobile page speed and basically the mobile compliance of the website. Obviously that is probably one of the most important things and one of the most overlooked things, the speed. Not so much the mobile responsive, everyone's sorted that out now, but the speed, people have addressed this. So I'm quite surprised actually. This is one of the highest results I've ever had, and it's totally, this should not, be happening really in this day and age. On a 3G connection, which is what, the standard mobile connection now, when someone's obviously out and about and not connected to Wi-Fi, it's saying it loads in 23 seconds. Now I've done this test about 2 or 3 times and the same result comes up, 22, 23 seconds. So you will be losing so much traffic because of that, because obviously people, when they're sat on the mobile, they're not going to wait that long for the website to load. So that is the first thing that would need addressing. Without looking into the back end of the site, I couldn't tell you exactly what's wrong. I do know obviously the most common things that do slow down the websites. The number one thing is image compression. But most web developers do kind of do that as standard whilst they're developing the site, or even afterwards they should test that. But so Google's saying that you'll probably lose about 36% of your estimated visitors due to the loading time. You can do this test yourself. Testmysite.withgoogle.com, and as you can see, the industry standard is 3 seconds, 5 seconds. 5 seconds is, you shouldn't be going past that really. So yeah, if you need that sorting out, or you want to speak to me in more detail about that, obviously I can't kind of speak about everything in detail in this video because I've only got kind of 10-15 minutes max. But I was quite surprised at that. It's one of the highest readings I've ever had. The next thing is the security. Now you've got the SSL certificate. I can't check the security in the back end of the website because it looks as if the developer has disabled the viewing of the files in the background, which is something I'm not sure why developers do that. It might not be that, to be fair. It could be because there's been an update, a Chrome 6-day update, and it could be a problem with the code in the background as well. But that could also be why it's taking ages to load too. So I can't really comment on the site security, but you should at least have a free security plugin installed to combat, obviously, phishing and hacking requests on your admin page, which your admin page is kind of visible to everyone by putting in the standard WP admin, which kind of, you're making it easy for obviously the softwares to be able to try and hack your site. And WordPress websites are the most hacked websites on the internet, so that does need looking at. GDPR policies, I think you're up to date. You've got the pop-up box, and you've got let's have a look. You've got privacy policy, it looks. So if you've had that obviously updated for GDPR, then that'll be fine. If not, please do speak to me about that. Conversion optimization. It's kind of difficult with this website because it's a community. I'm guessing it's kind of a community website. It's not a business, is it? It's obviously, I think you might make money out of the courses potentially without looking into the business. I'm not quite sure. So I don't really know the goals and objectives for your website. So I'll run through a couple of the things we mentioned for business websites. They might not fit for yourself. I know the lead magnet section will, but I'll run through the list quick. Basically, a live chat facility, if obviously you have someone to man that, or at least a leave a message facility in the bottom right hand corner. I'll show you an example of that. It just makes it easier for people to obviously message rather than trying to find the contact page, or if they've got a question, they can kind of ask it straight away. The next thing is, and that, to be fair, the live chat facility, I could go on about that. It's such a great facility to have on a website now, and I believe everyone should have one of those. I actually did have one on my website up until last week, but I am changing over my chat provider, so that's why I've not got one. If you go on my website and check, I actually don't have one at this moment in time, but it will be installed next week again with a new provider. The next one is social proof. Again, not really sure if that fits with yourself, because when we talk about social proof for kind of like plumbers or electricians, it's just obviously showing that people are leaving reviews on Google and Facebook and just showing that you're a decent business, that you are sorting people's problems out. But it's always good to collect reviews, and probably, I don't know if you've got Facebook or Google, they are not linked into the website, and if you don't have those, especially with a community, Facebook, setting up a Facebook group would be amazing to obviously get more people signed up to the website and signed up to the Facebook page, and you're able to obviously promote on Facebook a little bit more and get your page in front of pretty much everyone who's interested in beekeeping in the UK through their advertising platform. Again, if you need some more information on that, please do inquire about that, and I can give you the prices for that. These things are not expensive as well. These are all, definitely affordable for smaller businesses, but obviously you do want to see a return on your investment if you are spending anything on advertising. So that's why I would need to speak to you about that. The next one is a lead magnet. Now, this is about collecting email addresses, and this is perfect for community websites, because obviously you want to get as many people in your database who love beekeeping as much as you do. So, and what I mean by a lead magnet is a pop-up that comes up straight away, and you give away a free guide or some kind of free information. There's loads of different examples of this. You can do a quiz, you can do a competition, you can do, let's have a quick look. This is a great article about lead magnets. As you can see, guides, cheat sheets. Don't think that's applicable for your business. Well, it's definitely not. And the other, let's show you the other area. Oh, I've lost it. 1 second. So here we go. I found that article again. So yeah, lead magnet ideas. Things such as ebooks, infographics, slideshows, quizzes, product comparisons. Obviously, you've got courses on your website, so you could obviously you could say, input your email, give us your email address today, probably not that direct, and we'll send you over obviously our course guide or prospectus or however you send that through. And you should just be collecting email addresses every day. People landed on your website, they're obviously there for a reason, and you want to be collecting their email address so you can send them more information every month. I can see that you do a newsletter, so I'm guessing you do have some kind of email database. It'd be interesting to see who you use for that, and how you go about obviously sending that information out, and how often you do that, and kind of the goals and the objectives of marketing this way, because we're able to give you quite a few more ideas to, one, increase email subscribers, but two, increase conversions from the emails that you send out to the goals and objectives that you want to achieve. So the next one is basically to check if you're on Google, as in if you've got a Google My Business listing. I don't think you do, or it doesn't come up if I type in Lune Valley Beekeepers. And what I mean by that is you've not claimed the business listing for that. So if you had have done, when someone searches for, beekeepers or, in your area, then your profile will come up here, and it shows reviews, and it gives all the information, opening times, loads of different information, and just makes you look obviously a lot more established. And this is free. You can do this yourself. Google My Business, you can do all that for free. Or obviously we can set up the profiles for you as well. We can also do that with a Facebook, if you don't have a presence on there already, and we can help you obviously grow that page too. So the next thing is video. So video on website is known to convert at probably 30% is the average, more. So if you had a video in the the top section of the site, introducing yourselves and who you are as a business, what you do, what you want to achieve, and just showing obviously maybe some of the members, there's so many options here. If we had a bit of a brainstorm, we could come up with some great ideas there for video, and it's not expensive as you may already think. I think being a community website, I'm not sure. You may not have a budget for marketing. Obviously I do need to speak to you really to be able to speak to you about the further marketing activities that you could potentially do, and ones that obviously might not be suitable because you don't have the budget. But video, it's not expensive anymore, and we're able to create a nice video for a very low cost, to be fair. The next one is something that I don't think you'll be interested in, but I'm going to mention it. Oh, I'll mention the blog first, actually. You've got, obviously, a newsletter, but I can't see a blog. You're not blogging, and for me, a community website, you could have kind of some of your members as editors of the site. You can monitor everything that they do. You don't have to give them full access, but you could have loads of people creating content for this site, and the blogging side of things can bring in so many more visitors to the website through the search engines. Because if someone's asking a question about beekeeping, if you do an article on that question, there must be like 100 questions that people could ask about beekeeping. And if you do an article for every one of those questions and rank it into Google, and it's in like the blog section of the website, obviously you can then send that out to the existing members as well, which is giving them more content. You're activating. You're kind of being more active with them, so you're building up more of a rapport, and you're giving them loads of free content. But you're going to get new people coming to the website from the articles that you publish, and that's just one idea off the top of my head whilst I'm doing this video. I've not even thought about the other options available in terms of the articles that we could create. You can create free guides. You can create an infographic to say where the most popular beekeeper towns in the UK and things like that. You can come up with some really creative content that can then be shared and posted on social media, and it can go viral if it's a good enough piece of content, which is obviously going to bring a lot more traffic to the site. And then if you've got all these other things implemented on the site, it's just going to be a total lead generation machine for you. So yeah, the last thing, like I said, I was going to mention is Hotjar. Now this is to improve the site to see where your visitors are kind of spending time and what they're doing on site, and then getting that data, and then obviously rejigging the site to provide a better user experience. This is a lot more complicated than the stuff I've talked about. So if this is something you're interested in, just have a look at their website, maybe try it out for free, give them a call. They can help you with all that. We don't actually we're not affiliated with this company. We don't make any money off this company. We've just recommended this to quite a lot of our clients who, when they've used it, I'd say 99% of them, the data that they've received from even just the free trial has been invaluable to then change the website up a little bit. Even the smallest changes can just create kind of a better user experience, which obviously is going to increase the number of sign-ups and the number of activity on the site, to be fair. So yeah, hopefully you've not found it too boring. I do waffle on. I don't go off a script, so it's not perfect, I know. If you want any more information, obviously you know my website, onewebdesignberry.co.uk. You've got my email. All you have to do is reply to it, asking any questions about the video, or if you just want to speak to me direct, just say, "Hi Steve, can we set up a call?" And I'll be glad to do that. So thanks a lot, mate. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers. Speak to you soon.